I gotta wake up for sure. The first thing that I would like to do is say thank you to Brian Alsruh, who put my snatch video on his YouTube channel, and it got over 400 new subscribers to my channel. So if you guys are new, welcome, and I thank you so much. None of this is possible without your guys' support. Just a little bit of background on myself. I just love strength. I'm very passionate about strength and people becoming their strongest versions physically as well as mentally. In terms of what you'll find on my channel is just stuff that will do that for you. I do tons of different workouts. I experiment myself with all different strength principles. Right now I'm getting more into strongman, which is why Brian and I connected. I love doing Olympic lifting as well as staying conditioned and being athletic. So if I can give you guys one tip from any of these videos just to take and implement to your training, I am a happy person. The other cool thing is I run my own gym, so sometimes I'll put up stuff about the gym or maybe get more into business stuff, as I know there are a lot of people who are entrepreneurs and they're looking for some business tips. So that could be what you'll find on my channel in the future. The thing I want to say before I really get started and into this next video is I'm a very positive person and I don't really like any hateful comments, negative vibes, degrading or disrespect, and I really like if we can all just come together and build the strength community to become even stronger than it already is. I'm trying to be the gap and the merge of all the strength realms, if you want to say. 7 kingdoms to all you Game of Thrones people. Team Stark, House Stark all the way. That is kind of what I'm trying to do, and that's my mission. So like I said, if you guys have comments, just comment below the video. If there's content you want to see, I will make sure to do my best to get it out there and to you guys. But please, just be cool with everybody. All right, be kind. Don't say hateful things, degrading, disrespect, or drop, excessive foul language, or I will take it off my channel. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So let's be in this journey together. So I figured a first cool video for us to get to know each other is a gym tour video. So this is my first ever official gym tour video, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. The gym is located on 311 Bethlehem Pike, Colmar, PA, right next to Acropolis Marble and Granite. So if you're ever in the area, feel free to drop in, check the place out, slam some weights, get evaluated, or just talk, get a picture with me, check it out, it'd be cool. So right when you guys walk in, that's normally where people put their stuff. This is a really cool picture of a lion that the artist is someone I know and they made that. We have the Pyrus Demas holding the #1 sign up because that dude is a freaking champ. When you come right over here, we supply Killcliff. There's always free coffee in my gym, so you can come and always get your caffeine on. And then there's free water bottles because I don't have the water fountain put in yet. Now this was just built. This is my office. So, go in here. And then kind of has a nice big ass window that can overview and see when people are coming in. So I'll move everything in there. Right now, temporarily, this is the office, the check-in system. And over here, I have Wodify. So Wodify is cool for all my athletes and anyone who's keeping track of their progress. That's how I do my programming, so people can see the workout for the whole entire week. And then if you're kind of just hanging out, I got couches, foosball table, mobility posters, and can't forget the protein. Here's my plug-in for Earth Fed Muscle. They don't pay me, but maybe one day. We have Earth Fed Muscle, which I really like. I compete against the one owner, DJ Shuttleworth, in weightlifting. I think it's a great product, so you guys just check them out at least. And then more Killcliff. Over here, there is my barrel full of PVC pipes. We have foam rollers, so you can grab one of them, kind of mobilize. We got the women's room. Going in the girls' room. Going in the girls' room. It smells so good in here. Always make sure your bathrooms smell good, guys. It's like, and they're clean. Clean bathrooms that smell good is just amazing. So yeah, girls' bathroom, nothing crazy, no showers or anything, but we like it to smell nice. Over to the guys' room. Got a Diane Fu poster. Diane Fu's pretty badass. Went to a seminar with her one time. So over here we just have some rules for the men. I always make sure that the men smell good, so there's always like Axe in there. And then pretty basic, but gets the job done. #1 and #2. so a unique feature about my gym is I do all the programming, and the programming is laid out for the week, and it's on the Wodify, but as well as I have these whiteboards. So it's broken up by 4 days of strength programming, and then there's always conditioning as well. So when you come in, if you can't make the strength class, you can come into open gym and do the programming and make it work with your schedule. Basic dumbbells up to 100 pounds. Then we have the solo racks, and then the barbells, the iron plates, and a weightlifting platform in the back, which I made myself. Tons of bumpers, another solo rack in the back, and then a Rogue rig, which is super badass. I love Rogue stuff. So this is pretty much an entire Rogue outfitted gym. I think their product is just amazing, top of the line. Their customer service is great. And then when you ship something from there, it gets there so fast. So definitely go check out Rogue or buy something from Rogue. They have great barbells. All my barbells are made from Rogue. Yes, Rogue. Right there we have the pack leaderboard. So there's 10 slots total. We do bench, squat, deadlift, press, clean and jerk. 5 spots for guys, 5 spots for girls. Whenever you PR, you freak out. I'm gonna get a gong in here so you can smack the heck out of that gong, and then we can throw our numbers up on the board. This right here is my first box I ever made. Before, when I worked out in my garage, so if you guys didn't know, I started training people out of my garage, literally a 2-car garage, and it was called the Grind House. And I got everybody from the neighborhood to come and work out. It was super, super cool, and that is kind of what got me to where I am today. So yes, you see this crazy big gym, but I started in 400 square feet. This is 5,000. Pretty cool story. But yeah, that's why it says grind, because it was called the Grind House. And we did drink coffee, but we grinded real hard, and not like sexual dancing grinding, like work hard grind. Here's the platform, guys. We got the plates. There's a bench over here just from weightlifting. You know, it's kind of a thing in weightlifting to just sit down on the bench between your sets. I got some more barbells. These are supposed to be some sort of log bar, is that they're a lot smaller than the size that they should be, but it's kind of cool because a high school conditioning coach made these. He welded them himself. I traded him some Atlas stones that I made so he could use it with the high schoolers, and he gave me 2 of those bars, and they weigh 75 pounds each. It's just a cool tool to have. If you look down here, we got some chains, we got the iron plates, collars, jump ropes, bands, a pull-up or dip belt. We got a slingshot, and then a hip circle made by Slingshot as well. Now here's the cool part. So check this side out. So this is the whole other side, and pretty much this is the conditioning side of the gym. So that's predominantly strength. Here's the conditioning. So when you go through the workout, the strength stuff will be taken there. Once you get to your conditioning, I kind of program it so it all fits on this side of the gym. More Rogue boxes. We got some tires back there. Tons of kettlebells. I need to get some big daddies, but the highest they go right now is 70 pounds. So it gets the job done though still. 2 more racks with the incline benches. Rogue axle bars. So I got 2 of those bad boys. Just a back extension machine. And then over here, we have the Atlas stones that go up to 145 pounds. Now, yet again, what I know is I need some heavier stones. Extra barbells. We have a lot of Ohio bars from Rogue. I really like them. They have great whip. For weightlifting, I do need some power bars for power lifters. Kegs, need a ton more kegs. These are also, 3 of these are soda kegs. One of my clients owns a soda distributor, so they would hook me up with the soda kegs. Now, I ideally need beer kegs, but what's cool about the soda kegs is they don't have the thin rim with the hole inside of it, so you actually have to really work on your grip strength when you use a soda keg. You can see the difference of gripping something like this versus having something to put your hand through. So on the shelves, we have a lot of conditioning tools or just odd objects. So we have the buckets over here filled with rocks, so you can just pick those up for farmer carries. Down there, actually, old chlorine jugs. So true story, I was a pool man for 2 years in between figuring my life out, and I stopped being a strength coach, was a pool man, and that's kind of where I set up the garage to do my workouts after work. But then people started seeing me work out and they joined me. But what I would do is I would take the chlorine jugs I would use, bring them back home with me and fill them with water, sand, and rocks, and use them for farmer carries up and down the streets of the neighborhood. Then we have the gymnastic rings for doing anything like that, ab mats, just some little props for doing games with clients or athletes, battle ropes, sandbags, some ab mats, Then slam balls we use for conditioning, wall balls, rope climb ropes. So I gotta figure out, the ceilings are like 25 feet up here. You can see they're pretty high. So that rope's only 15 feet. So I have to figure out some sort of contraption so we can get back to doing rope climbs. Another battle rope down here. This is a sled that one of my clients welded for me. Very cool. A couple of big ass tires. We got 2 sleds. I'm a big advocate of sled work. Ever since I was an athlete in high school, I always used the sled. And one of my mentors was Zach Evanesh, who you guys may have heard of, and he is huge with doing sleds. So I like to push and pull and do all sorts of funky things with sleds. On this side, we have the rowers, Concept 2, great tools. 2 GHDs, although they're not used that often, it is a great tool to have in the gym, so I'm very fortunate and lucky to have them. We got the farmer handles, a yoke, and then 2 more tires. So that's pretty much it right now for my starting setup. I love it. I'm so grateful to be able to have this stuff and have these tools. Like I said, I started in a 400 square foot garage and pretty much made all that stuff on my own, and any money I made in overtime for being a pool man, that is how I started the business. So it grew just word of mouth, and then I made enough money to quit my pool job, and then I just really said that from there on, you know, this is gonna be my dream. Oh, yes, that is an American flag, because it is a privilege to live in the US of A. It's a beautiful thing. I'm very grateful as well for that. But yeah, so I have all the armed forces flags hanging up in here. And then I have my rules poster. So I'll show you guys that. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering why the Lion's Den. Honestly, ever since I was a little kid, I was obsessed with lions, and I think that stemmed from watching the movie The Lion King, which I watch till this day at least once a year, because there are so many great life lessons and principles in there, as long as a lot of other Disney movies, but Lion King's pretty badass for a child movie. And also, I just try to embody the characteristics of a lion, okay? The people that come here are very humble, yet they dominate everything. And a lion is just respected as the king of the jungle. Like, nobody really messes with a lion, and it only takes one time for a lion to snap or roar or show his teeth, and then people know what he's all about. So I'm a very big advocate of doing things and showing people leadership through my actions and not my words. And I rather always take the road less traveled, okay? So, you know, this is an entrepreneurial story, somebody who, you know, dropped out of college, sacrificed everything to make this come true. And, you know, I think that says a lot about people when they do stuff like that. So I always live my life taking the road less traveled and trying to really be a leader of the people and an example for others. So I try to be the change I wish to see in the world, and I encourage others to do the same. So always be a lion and not a sheep. And if you are a lion, you are welcome to the Lion's Den. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It's my first gym tour, and I figured it was a cool way to introduce myself to you guys, and you can see where I train, because if you're gonna see the training videos I put up, you're probably gonna see this place a lot. So any questions, comments, drop them below. As time goes on, this place will grow bigger, better, more badass, and hopefully some of you guys watching this will come in and check it out, and we can just talk and catch up. So thank you guys, and stay tuned for this week. I got a lot of good content dealing with the overhead press, a tutorial on the clean and jerk, a Q&A that I made for you guys. So stay tuned, big stuff's coming.